for you. Everyone can see that, right? Great. Let's shrink. I'm going to shrink you down a little. I'm sorry, buddy. You're going to get small. We're going to make you a little smaller because we're going to make the presentation bigger. Mike's a really handsome dude. You can't see it behind the beard, but he's stunning. I've seen him shave. So he's little Mike today. And at some point, you're going to meet Mike. He's going to come to a meetup. He works with his brother, Drew, who is a asset to the company, a partner in the company. And they work together with their team on our software. We're going to do that after. Do you have? I just didn't know. Okay. All right. So, Mike, is your audio on, bud?
I believe it is, Bob.
Somehow we lost you here, so that's the reason why I needed to get my audio going. Let's see if we can get Mike back on our audio. Mike, you want to give us a little test?
Hello, this is Mike.
Okay, well, we got you there. I wanted to get you on the bigger and better speaker. Let me see if I can reconnect you.
Sure.
Let's see if we can get that reconnected, and if we can, that'd be great. If not, you're just going to have to speak loudly, Mike, because I'm getting you a smaller speaker here.
Okay.
Just do one more try here. No, sorry, bud. You're going to have to speak loudly.
No problem. Let me know, is this loud enough or should I speak louder?
As loud as you can go.
Okay, this is about as loud as I can go.
Okay. All right, so Mike's going to walk us through a demo here. I apologize. For some reason, the GoToMeeting audio is not wanting to sync with my Bluetooth.
Okay.
All right, Mike, go ahead. I'm going to just try to get this up and running again.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me on. Bob, thanks for having me. What I'm looking to share with you today is a number of different technological advancements that we're going to be making on behalf of Better Living Real Estate and Human Life Technologies. So I'm going to show 3 or 4 exciting new developments that are all on this sort of short-term roadmap that Bob and I have been working on together now for quite a while. How's the volume? Is this okay? Or
I got the speaker going. So you're all good to go.
Okay, cool. All right, great. So the first thing I want to talk about is the new Better Living Real Estate website that we have coming down the road very soon. And then we're going to talk about transaction management and contact management system that's going to be going into BetterLivingPRO. And then we're going to talk about a new open house tool that's going to be added to BetterLivingPRO as well. So I'll start with the Better Living Real Estate website. And I have up on the screen here a few preview shots of what's coming to give you a sense of the user interface and the look and feel that we're going to be presenting to your future customers. You can see that we've gone for ease of use and visual clarity without giving up on sort of the beautification of a great site. And you can also see that we're focusing very heavily on mobile. Our philosophy at this point in the internet world is that we should focus on mobile design and technology first, and then allow for desktop and laptop computers to come second in terms of planning. That doesn't mean that the desktop or laptop website will be any lesser version than the mobile. It just means that we put our focus into mobile because it's really where all user trends are showing that this is where the most amount of web traffic is headed, is into the web. So we've been spending a lot of time scoping, architecting, and planning for the new Better Living Real Estate site. I just want to give a couple of details about what you can expect soon. First of all, like we said, we designed for mobile devices as well as laptops and desktop computers. We're really going here to compete with some of those other major real estate sites and apps that are out there, like Redfin and Zillow and so on. The other kind of exciting part of this is once we finish with the first release of the new Better Living real estate site, we're actually going to be moving immediately into the development of this as an app. So you and your prospects and customers and clients to download this as an app and use it on your phone natively. And there's a whole array of great reasons to do that, including having the ability to tie this into your contacts and into your native email that you use on your phone and so on. Also, this will be featuring pretty direct connectivity between Better Living Pro and so that we can really do things like collect opportunities, transactions, and so on right from the website. So we're pretty excited about this, and we're aiming to launch all this within the next 30 days or so. So that's item number one. Are we doing okay for sound still?
You had went out and came back in. Sorry about that, but you should be fine.
Okay. Okay. I figure once I go through these items, I can as well. So maybe I'll be happy to go back to it. Next up is the new system of transit and contact management within the Better Living Pro dashboard. This is a preview to be using soon as part of Better Living Pro. So I'll just quickly outline what you have here. Basically, we're going to be creating a dashboard for you so that when you log into Better Living Pro, there are a lot of tools right at your disposal that will help you manage your job on a day-to-day basis more easily. This will include things like tracking of new opportunities that come in, messaging from one another and from the system, and also the entire sort of transaction relationship management piece, which will help you work your way through the entire sales process for all the properties that you have to sell and to help sell. We'll also have some really exciting sort of action item based functionality that will really just help you do your job quickly and easily. So you'll have things like daily tasks, reminders, opportunities, and messages all made available to you right in sort of an at-a-glance dashboard. And you'll always be just one click away from being able to take the next step with any of this stuff. So this means if you have a prospect that you're working on, this CRM will help you work your way through the prospecting process and move to proposal. It will help you manage new opportunities that come in from one another, from the network, and so on. Also, this will be mobile friendly, so you can use this on the go on your phone, and you can use it at your desk as well. It's up to you, and you can interchange easily. And then you'll be able to sort of preview these high-level items that you see here, and then with a single click, you'll be able to sort of dive right in and get to work. The transaction relationship management is actually, the system is a really, it's a really robust system that's going to help you with every stage of the process. What you're seeing here is just a preview of how this will look.
I can't, unfortunately.
Next, we have something that we're working on now, and we're almost ready to run beta on this. This is an open house tool. So when you're hosting an open house or you're co-hosting an open house with another agent, you'll be able to set up either a laptop computer or a tablet and be able to have sort of a sign-in available right within your device, rather than sheets of paper and a clipboard that you have to then later key in and spend time doing data entry. The idea here is that when folks come through the door to an open house, they can simply sign in with this software, and then when that gets saved, it automatically will get routed into the Better Living Pro system. So this is pretty exciting. The other cool thing is that you won't even need internet access to be able to do this. So if you're in a spot where there's not a ton of connectivity or there's low cell service, you won't get stuck having to revert to paper and pen. The system will very easily just store the data in the browser, and then when you get back to your desk and connect to the internet, it'll push it through for you. So you'll be able to do things like set up a brand new open house within Better Living Pro. You can actually add other agents that would potentially be helping you host the open house, and you get to choose that right from the Better Living Pro system. You'll be able to collect visitor information. You'll be able to do things like ask if the visitor is working with an agent or broker from another agency. You can get their name so you can contact them. And you'll also be able to ask for permission to contact people with more information. So it's almost like it's building a marketing list for you on the fly that you can then use other tools that we're developing to reach out to potential buyers. Another thing I want to show quickly here is the thank you email that will be generated. So if you host an open house, once it's completed, the system will automatically generate a thank you email. This is just an example of what that might look like. But you'll have a thank you email that will be fired off automatically to everybody who signs into the open house. So here you see we have what would end up in the inbox of a potential open house visitor. So those are just some of the quick, sort of a quick overview of some of the technology that we have coming up in the next 30 days or so. Bob, I'd love to open up the floor to some questions or you know, Q&A or any that might be out there.
All right. So let me piggyback on some of this.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Mike, I've been having trouble with the speaker. So you're still on speaker,
Okay.
but you're on a more muted one. And I'm going to, if we can go back to the first slide, Mike.
Sure.
So this, just give you a perspective on this. I know it's kind of boring to some of you. Exciting to a few others. The boring folks are the ones that are all talking. And the people that are excited are watching. It's awesome. All right. So first off, to really energize you guys that are yawning and boring, I'm gonna do my song and dance, okay? So I know you couldn't see little Mike. He actually had his feet scampering the whole time. It was weird. You couldn't see it. So here's the deal. We know where the future of your user base is, and it's in the millennial generation that are coming into wealth and that are going to be giving part of that wealth over to real estate. They're going to do that as part of their financial plan. They're going to do that as part of their family planning. They're just going to need a house. And they all think they're going to still rent, right? So we know the highest rental demographics right now are millennials. They don't want to commit, right? Eventually, a lot of these people do end up finding a significant other. They end up, whether they get married or not, it's a whole different ballgame, but they do end up having families. Right? We see them at our open house. So when you have kids and you have all the stuff that kids need, you need a big stuffed container, and that's a house, not a rental anymore. So we know that that's happening. So what we're doing strategically at Human Life Technologies is we're studying the markets. We're studying the demographics. We're studying the applications. We're studying the top-rated mobile applications. We're studying how users use their mobile devices and interact with real estate. And what we did is we came up with a schematic for a mobile site that's going to replace the current Better Living real estate site. Okay, so the one that's there now is going to go away. It's going to get replaced by an all-new site. that's going to look awesome on a computer and going to be unbelievable on your mobile phone. Okay? Now, the first release of this, it's not going to be unbelievable. It's going to be good. It's going to be functional. It's going to be able to connect your clients into a good site. The next generation of this is going to get better. And that's where you are all going to get your own personal mobile apps. So you're going to get your own apps, your own real estate website. Okay? And it's going to be awesome. Because it's going to be just like the corporate site, except it's going to be all you. The next generation of software that you're going to be seeing, part of it coming out in 30 days, is the TRM, and that's Transaction Relationship Management. This is a game changer. We've all heard of the term CRM. All right, some of us go back decades and we used ACT or we used, Salesforce, or we used some other form of CRM. And CRM is where you put your contacts and you take notes about your contacts, and that's all a CRM is. So today we use Google Contacts as a CRM for what our system really needs, which is just to be able to pull up a contact, take some notes, maybe share it, and then from sharing it, create teams, share with the LSM, the whole bit. TRM is a different concept, and it's one that we're developing. You're not going to find this concept anywhere else. So if you Google TRM, you're just not going to see it. This is ours. It's another reason why when you're bumping into a real estate agent and another brokerage, and they're like, what makes you different? The answer is always, where do I start? It's corporate philosophy, it's training, it's support, and it's technology like no other company because it's being built for this company specifically. It's not an off-the-shelf software. So TRM, when you think about it, it has all the components of a good CRM, right, where you keep your contacts in there and you can pull them up. And just like if you have a mobile phone right now, right, you pull up your contact, you hit the phone number, and it will dial. Well, it'll do the same thing here. So you'll open your mobile app for BetterLivingPRO, hit dial, look up your contact, hit dial. You want to send them an email? Click on their email address. It'll send them an email. Fantastic, right? We all know how that works. You'll still work with the Google system. There's no changes. All we're doing is making things better. We're not making you have to learn a whole new system. So what are some of the things that are better? What are some of the things that are going to make this system take your business to the next level? Well, the first thing is messaging and collaboration. The entire purpose of the LSN Pro system is for you to wrap your client in a client team. To collaborate with that client team, not only make the client's experience better, but also to make your life better, right? Get that liability off of you. Make sure that you're getting the client the right answers. Make sure that you're not doing another person's work, which gives you more time in your day. Either have time to do things that make your day special, or maybe add that next client. We have 365 days in a year. That's all the time you have in a year. So how you manage that time will affect your quality of life, your family life, and your business life. So the tools we build and the tools we're specifically tasking the human life technology developers to build have to take those things into consideration for you. So when you are at an open house, and we all know the sign-in sheets, right? Those are going to go away. When you're at an open house, you can open a tablet, you can open your laptop, you can open a Surface Pro, one of those hybrids. You can even bring in a big old desktop, which I used to do. Yeah, I used to do that when I first got in the business. And you can have them walk up to it, and they can sign in and just register as guests to the open house. When that registration takes place, the system will verify their email address as being real or not. Good, right? You're a liar, flashes on the screen, and it makes a little liar noise, right? Okay? But what we're going to do is we're going to entice them to give us a real email address, because we're going to say, once you register with your email address, you'll receive additional information about this house and information about similar homes in the area. So this system is all going to be tied into MLS. Even if they have an agent, they're getting a thank you, and here's some information. Now, if their agent isn't performing, when they are walking out of the house, probably actually before they even leave, if you have internet connection, your name, your website, your information, all of that's right on their mobile device. You'll watch them walk away, and they go ding, and there you are. Yeah. Well, eventually you'll be able to do a lot more customization. So what we're going to do in first launch is have some standardization. And then as we have more development time in the system and as you guys are using it and giving us feedback, we're going to tweak it and make it better. Yeah.
And it's text as well as email, or just email for now?
So right now it's set up to send an email. When we get the phone number, theoretically we can do texting as well, and we can even give the consumer the option, if you like to be contacted by text or email. What we're thinking is that initially we can get into their inbox, we can verify if that information is real. When you send a text, you can't verify if that phone number is real. Like it might be a real number, but it might be someone else's number. So the email is one that is just like a DocuSign, right? You know, DocuSign uses email, .loop uses email because that's how they identify humans. So we're going to be doing some things that are along with the standardization with the industry. Okay. So once you're starting to use this, what you're going to find is that your LSN members on the next release are all going to be able to upgrade themselves into participating in the TRM system. Now, you are all going to get some base level software here at no cost to you. Right? So us as a brokerage are paying for it. Your LSN members are going to have a free LSN Pros account, and then they're going to have to pay for certain upgrades, which you think is valuable for them. It's going to be reasonable. It's going to probably be less than what they're paying now for similar services. But as they upgrade, they're going to be able to get involved in some of the collaborative elements. So how do these collaborative elements work? Well, wouldn't it be great if you could have one contact name and have your real estate attorney associated with that contact name, your estate planning attorney, your lender, your home inspector, just about anyone you want, not just in your LSN, but in the entire LSN system. And you can add them to the client's team. And the client will also have a login of their own. And they can add people to the team. And guess what? If they add people to the team, it notifies you. So if you're going to recommend a lender, and they already have a lender, they can log into their LSN Pros dashboard. The consumer will have an LSN Pros dashboard. They can log in. They can add their pros. And when they add their pros, that pro will get an invitation to join LSN Pros and become part of the collaborative team. Now, if you're taking notes, you had a client meeting, and you put some notes in there, and you're co-servicing, you can share that note with the person you're co-servicing, so they are seeing the same notes at the same time. And this is where real collaboration comes in. You can share that note with your teammate, with your attorney, with your lender that are all part of the client's team. Or you can put in a private note that you share with none of those people. So you'll be able to decide what notes you share. They can also share notes in the system as well, right from their mobile device. You'll be able to do this all right from your mobile phone. Everything is springing forward mobile first. Okay? So this is where collaborative comes in. You'll also see LSN Pros tools continue to advance in the system where if an opportunity is exchanged, it will get logged, and that opportunity exchange can happen within the system. So if you're wondering at the end of the year how many opportunities your real estate attorney has passed in your LSN, you'll have stats. And likewise, they'll have stats on you, they'll have stats. Which usually, once it becomes more transparent, motivates people to perform, right? So these are all tools that we're going to be building in, we're going to be launching in different iterations. But what you saw is within 30 days away. What you didn't see, I'm going to make little Mike big, because you guys should see Mike. Here's Mike. Welcome, Mike. All right, so some really cool features that are being launched for your LSN websites. So right now, you probably look at your LSN website and say, darn, that thing's pretty nice looking. Because it actually is. But you might say, I really wish I could change the color, because my favorite color is purple. and you want a purple site. Well, in the new LSN Pro skins, you'll be able to actually look at the navigation colors and some of the elements. And that's pretty cool because that's going to start allowing each of you to really have your own branding identity. And what we talked about with the LSN Pro system is that LSNs are really like running your own business. So everyone at that round table are all stockholders in the LSN. So if they're really interested in the success of the corporation that they're stockholders in, they should show up, they should perform, they should present that company to potential clients of that company. And now some of that can be customized. You'll also see rolling out some more ease of use features. So let's say that someone was having trouble uploading their profile photo. That's going to get fixed. What if it doesn't get fixed? Darn it. Who do they call? You? No. Because we don't want you to be tech heads. We want you to be great real estate agents. So we're incorporating a system called Zendesk in as a support system. And it's a really robust program that we're adding in. And our developers at Human Life Technologies will be available to directly provide support. So that's going to take a little burden off of you. Right? It will capture more data that we need when we're providing support, and it will allow us to find any bugs and improve our systems. Okay? So what kind of questions do you guys have? Anything? Are you also blown away by this? It's really cool. Zendesk. Yeah. Zendesk is actually an existing company. We're adding that system. Yeah. Yeah, so if someone registers for the open house, they've attended, goes in as a new prospect for you. So they're already in your TRM. You know, that's pretty helpful. We'll be also sending them out a survey asking for feedback. Wouldn't that be nice? Like the showing time. So we'll be asking them, here's the information, you know, be courteous and give us some feedback. They'll also be able to register for LSN Pros if they want and have their own login. That will be an option for them so that if they become an LSN Pros user, the system will let you know that, and that's another nice way for you to prospect them.
Will this tie in similar to the current MLS DOW?
So we are actually now business partners, contracted business partners with MLS 10, statewide MLS, and Cape Cod and Islands MLS will be rolling out as soon as we get a few more warm bodies in Cape. So we're actually integrating the entire MLS system into the software. Okay? And that's a contract we have with those MLS.
In Rhode Island, typically see a lot of the rules out there. They have either the search function from all computers, or the know what it is. But for specific clients, it allows you to include their email on what is sent to you first, either comment on or give some comments to them.
Okay.
It's not available in Canva and statewide MLS.
Is it something you want?
Yes.
Why?
So for rehabbers, specifically, they sell it as for some reason they do sell it as 2 hours. Where I found it usually people that are looking to get into specific neighborhoods, if I know that work for them,
Okay. So these type of features that you find in other applications that using that you like, there will be the ability for you to submit a feature that you would like to see. Okay, and Mike's going to be in charge of building that. Suggest a new feature, right, Mike? I'm staring at you.
Yep. I'm already taking notes.
Yep. So the cool thing is we've really got a lot of smart people who are highly engaged in this project. And they're excited about it. I mean, the developers, if you could be a fly on the wall while we're in our development meetings, there's genuine excitement about where this product is going because, quite honestly, there is no product like it. So it's another thing that makes our company different. And this type of product, if you were at another company, just so you could get about a third of this, probably cost you several $100s a month in technology fees. These are all rolling out to you at no cost as part of being in Better Living Investor. So we're excited that we're able to, leverage our growth and continue to provide these services. Okay. And all of your existing clients, you can add them in, send them you'll be able to send them an invitation to sign up for LSM Pros, which means they can log in, and they'll have all your information, and they can put in their information, which will update you automatically. We're going to be building in features that will allow the software to interact with your contacts, so you can upload and download contacts into your phone. That way you can always make sure you have the accurate data. So there's some really cool features. One of the things that we're going to be looking at are, and Mike, this is what you and I were talking about this morning, the important dates, anniversaries. So integrating things like gift baskets. The reason why we're looking at all of these types of options for you is, let's say that on your dashboard you log in, and under your important dates, it says, it's been a year since you closed on that new home for that special buyer. Then you can opt in to order them a gift basket. Happy anniversary on your new home. Now it's not their wedding anniversary, it's not a birthday, it's an anniversary of that special day that they're able to buy that new home for their family. So those are the types of things that will make your life easier, because they're going to be reminders. You're going to see the entire transaction checklists go away. Go away. I know that people don't want them to go away. There's at least one person in this room that prints them as paper. Right? She starts chuckling, there she is. So the idea is this is going to go away, and when you log in a new client, if they're a buyer, you're going to be asked to put in their basic name, similar to like when they register at the open house, but it's going to ask you a really serious question. What state are they buying in? And it will pop up in all the states where we are licensed. So if it's Massachusetts, you check off Massachusetts. If it's Rhode Island, you check off Rhode Island. Whatever state you check off loads the transaction checklist for that state. So in Rhode Island, you're no longer going to see offer purchase. You're going to see purchase contract. Okay? Now, what if they're on the border? Okay? You get a brave person who's straddling the force field. In that case, they can check off both states. It will load the transaction checklist with more things in it, which would be the mass transaction checklist. You don't know where they're going to buy. So as you're going through the transaction checklist in that client's record, it will tell you next task. Okay, I've done that. Boom, next task. Done that. Boom, next task. So that's pretty cool, right? Same thing with sellers. If you load in a seller, you type in their address, it will know where the property is. It will load that transaction checklist. Okay? Any questions on that? Yes.
The CRM system, once it's in place for the open house and you log in, you sign in as your attendee. Does the host and the co-host both get that transaction?
So you're going to pick which account it will be logged in. Okay. That person is the person that's using their login. Collected will be in charge of it. They can then go in and share. Okay. So that there'll be one person that controls that lead. So that'll be something you want to talk about. Okay. Closing reports. We're going to keep those paper because we know how much you like writing them. Okay? Mike was insisting on that. He's like, there's no way we want to automate that. We know how bleak this is process, right? See all the smiles. Yes, they're going away. Closing reports going away. Invoices going away. You'll hit the button. It'll be done. All the things will check off. I've done everything. BB. I've done everything, BB. Everything, BB. What I say at my house, I've done everything, BB.
You have that at home too?
Can't go to sleep yet? Yes. She keeps me very organized. So I'm going to enter into my CRM. So all of these things are happening, but they're not going to happen to one. Okay, so I know every time I talk to you guys about these systems, you're like, when does it happen? You're going to see some of these things rolling out within 30 days. Some more will come out 45 days. Some more will come out 60 to 90 days. Okay? But this is really the beginning of making your business a little bit easier, and hopefully right in time for the summer. Okay. Any other questions? Any features that you guys? Yeah. Yes, they'll be able to add their agent in. They're not going to have listings sent. They're going to have a thank you note sent to them for attending. And then it will allow them also to check off that they want more information about homes in the area. Yeah. Now, we'll ask them who their agent is. That agent will get a notification that their buyer attended the open house, and we'll ask that agent for feedback, and then we'll have a nice little link that says, if you're interested in more information about our brokerage, click this link. That might increase your sponsorship. That might increase your income. We want to pay you money. We want you to be excited about getting those checks just coming in the mail or coming in the deposit. Right? That makes us happy. Every time we see a direct deposit or a residual, we're excited for you guys. So we want to try to make that process easier too. Yeah. They're going to have the basic fields that you see there now, and then they're going to be able to check box some other things, and then hit register. Okay? Yep. Right. That's fine. You can choose how you want to do it. Until the transaction checklists have migrated into this system, you may say, well, if I'm already halfway through that transaction checklist, I'll keep it there. Once we migrate into this system, we'll be actually pulling down some of the old forms. So that next transaction, when you go look for it, we'll say, use the new system. All right. I can tell you that we're not going to have to ask you much because you're going to go way easier. Click done. Yeah. So we can put them through as much torture as we like because we control it, right? So I think what we're going to do is have to try to figure out how much information we can gather before they're like, I don't want to do this. So we're going to tell them up front that, we're going to send them some information and that we're just asking them to register for the open house. I think the enticement is if you provide this information, you'll receive some more information about this house and area properties. All right, so other area properties. It's always good to put bait in the water, right? So you say, and there's some other stuff that you may not know about we're going to send you as well, like we're going to attach that information. So that they get that little bonus. And then from there, we will be able to build a marketing system behind this, which we plan to do, where they will still get drip campaign from you until they opt out, or that they say request a meeting. So, we're going to do things that have some business logic to it, and it's not really to make everybody lazier at prospecting and all that. It's really just to work with how you guys are already prospecting. Right now, most of you guys aren't prospecting consistently. It's the way it goes. I don't even do it. I know I tell people to do it. I don't do it either. I have a Tuesday scheduled to do it, and something comes up, and I miss it. I might do it Wednesday. I might send it to you Wednesday instead. So I know that all of us build it in our calendars. We're going to do it on the Tuesday morning. Sometimes that rolls to Wednesday. Sometimes you're back into Thursday, and it pops up again, like my calendar says, stop prospecting again, Bob. Before my meetings, my calendar tells me prospect. So, we understand that happens. The system will help do a little bit of the automation. It won't take and replace human beings, but it will give you at least one more leg up on it. Okay? Any other questions or features that people want to see in this now that your gears are turning on it? All right. We're going to roll this out. We're going to then ask you to click on the request features link, type away, put in screenshots, whatever you need to do, request features. The more you use it, the more you're going to see all the things you want it to do. And then we will be doing reviews, product reviews at Human Life Technologies on the feature list. Okay? We'll be able to add the features that seem to be the most requested. Okay. Sound good, Mike? All right, good. All right, guys, thank you very much for your attendance today. Appreciate everything. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, I'm going to sign off the meeting. Thank you all for attending remotely today. We've had a great turnout.